Wow, this is going to be, you know, the first official video of RUAH. RUAH comes from the Hebrew word breath of God, breath of life. It says that, God created people, and the first person he created was Adam, and he formed him out of the dust of the earth. And then it says that God ruah, he breathed life. And in a sense, what I'm doing here is about to breathe life into myself first and foremost, because I have nothing, to offer the world if I don't, love the one who looks back at me in the mirror every day. So this is a journey that I'm inviting you to come along on. And in this journey, you'll see the ups and downs of, a person who's striving for a better life. And in the middle of all that, you're going to see a little bit of my past, some of the smiles and the cries. You'll see transformation as, I believe part of spiritual health and, mental health is physical health as well. So I'm going to be taking this beautiful thing, whoa, whoa, and I will be, beginning to take care of my body and health and fitness. And you'll be able to come along and, journey with that little ride into getting rid of these, extra 75 pounds I've put on in my, you know, crash and burn mode for the last few years. But also, you're going to see the climb. I'm about to take the jump into chasing my dream and my passion, which is to become the world's greatest storyteller. And there's a number of ways I believe that's going to happen, but it is going to be with the bedrock of Ruha, breath of God, breath of life. And I hope that, I can be able to come alongside you guys and breathe life into whatever you're doing, your passions, your goals, your dreams. And together, we can watch as the universe just steps out of the way as we become who we were meant to be. I remember Forrest Gump. Yeah, Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. But I remember at the end of the film, and he was alongside his mama bear. He was alongside his mom's grave, and he started to have a conversation. And it always stuck with me. Let's see if I can remember it. And as I remember it, it was a conversation with Lieutenant Dan, played by Gary Sinise. And he says, you know, I don't know if Mama was right or if it's Lieutenant Dan. I don't know if we each have a destiny or if we're all just floating around accidental, like on a breeze. But I think maybe it's both. Maybe both is happening at the same time. I realize that he was saying that at Jenny's grave now. But the point of the matter is life just something that happens to us and then we react to it, or we're just floating around out there and things happen and then we have to deal with it? Or are we made for a purpose? Do we have things inside of us that only we can bring to the world? And if that's the case, then it's time to give up the ghost, because it's a lot easier to do that now than when you're on your deathbed. And for some of us, that's going to be sooner rather than later. And I don't want all those ghosts by my bed. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. If I'd only done this, if I'd only done that, what would it have been like if I'd have taken the jump? If I'd have risked a little bit, if I'd have taken a chance. I don't want to ask those questions. I've lost too many people. I've, watched a handful of those close to me take their last breath. And I don't want that to be me. I don't, I don't want to go home. I believe that this life is a process of, becoming who you were meant to be. And, that's a preparation for, the life to come. And whatever comes next, is like that movie with Russell Crowe called Gladiator. He says, what we do in life echoes in eternity. And I believe that the things I do right now, here today, this very second, this very moment, making this first official video, is in a sense, preparing me for my death, and death being the door to what really is real and what really is, what we're doing here. And that, is to enjoy this journey called life, with the smiles and the cries. And it's not meant to be done alone. We can't do this alone. We have hands and feet so that we can come alongside each other and, make this world a better place. I believe in that. I believe that there is something amazing happening in the world, because at the time when it seems the most dark and brutal and scary, where fear runs rampant, is the opportunity, to take the match, which is your life, and to light it. And if we were all to light that match and light the candle of our life, we would brighten up this world. We would bring light into the darkness. And I think that is what the challenge is here, that I want to strike the first match. And those of you that choose to journey with me, you'll strike your match too. And eventually, all of us together lighting our candles of life, are going to just infect this world with something we've never seen before. And that is, hand in hand. It don't matter race, your culture, your creed, we're all human. It's like somebody a lot smarter than me once said, it doesn't bother me so much that the particular person who died, got murdered, was killed, was this skin color or this religion or this culture. It's the fact that they were human and their life was taken from them in such an evil way. And I think if we can promote this idea that, hey, in a sense, we're all created in the image of God, and that has to give a value to every single one of us. We're not about, giving somebody dignity, but we're about reminding them of their dignity and reminding them of who they are and allowing them to see the identity which is only theirs, and that this world is at a loss if they don't become the best person they can be, because the world needs you. The world needs me. And, it's coming together in this understanding that it's going to make things really powerful, when people start to realize nobody else can live the life that you're meant to live. So I'm going to sign off here, getting about 8.5 minutes here, and I'm going to upload it. I have no subscribers. I don't even know. I just decided to go on YouTube and hit click because things are happening in my life and I want to invite others to come along. So let's see now if I can upload this thing. And just remember this. At the end of the night, when you put your head on your pillow, you and only you know if you're really at peace inside. So whether it's your family and friends or your job, your career, wherever you're at, whatever your life looks like, your situation, if you don't have peace when your head hits the pillow, something's got to change. And if you're not excited to get out of bed in the morning and you're working for a paycheck and, you're just trying to get through the other day, living the zombie life, and your heart and soul have disappeared and you have no more hope and your dreams are dead, then this journey is for you. This story that I'm about to tell is for you. And it's time for you to wake up, put on a pot of coffee. If you got to go have a smoke, go have a smoke and get ready, because we're going to go for a ride. The journey of life is here. RUAH!